some stuff finished up. Hmm. Alrighty. Time to get cracking on this. Good evening, Baroness. Glad you're able to stream. Why, thank you, Lectorog. It's a pleasure as always to see you in the chat. And now we get to go to the banquet where we left off. My, oh my. All right. It's finally loaded. So let's check out. A handsome, well-dressed young man of about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. I would have guessed like 42. I don't know how to judge people's ages. So you're the famous lair of the Staglords gang, soon to be a Baroness. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Just Lander? No last name? No title? Oh, it's just say I'm here. Incognito. Under my circumstances, it's best to keep one's lineage to oneself. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to speak with you about. You see, I am an heir to one of Brevoy's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed Baroness with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. I travel the country in secret, without servants. I can see it for myself, not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it some day. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson on you as an emissary of Brevoy. Refuse. Take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword... Whoa! While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been trained to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you, both now and in the future, after I have a firm position in my family. Well, you're racist, so I'll consider your proposal. I'm half-elf. Don't go getting on people. It's nice you being of a future noble family. Oh, these young heroes, such bravery, such spirit. Why, I remember when I was your age. A feast in times of pestilence, a ludicrous attempt to sink into reverie, to digress from contemplating one's own insignificance. Oh, these young heroes, such bravery, such spirit. Why, I remember when I was your age. It's nice to see the being of a future noble family. So it was you who dealt the Saglord. Allow me to shake your hand. Hannes Drelov. This man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Drelov, he says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron. And you must be the Staglord Butcher. I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name. But you took out the Staglord and his gang, and so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now. Yes, I defeated the Staglord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your new dominion? A smirk appears on the Baron's face. I need not to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons of the likes of you and Varn. So you have no army and no special merits. You were just given land for being pretty? Under other circumstances, I've had you whipped for such words. But let's not ruin Lady Aldori's celebration, If you want so badly measure merits, we can do so another time. Goodbye. Try the eclairs, they're delicious. Haha, to victory, to freedom, bombs up, yes. I forgot I gave Rengar the Staglord's helmet because it's really powerful, and how goofy it looks. It's really silly. As Vanki Keeg, a handsome man with a weather-beaten face, grasps your hand tightly in his rough, calloused palms. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of Erastil made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory, he says in a deep voice. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Svanki Keeg, High Priest of Erastil in Restov. Lore, religion check passed, diplomacy 18. I saw how you fought beside Jamandi that night. Your god granted you impressive power. Yes, I used to serve Erastil on the battlefield, but those days are long past. Now I call on this power to heal those who've fallen from a roof more often than one wounded by a sword. Of course, someone has to roam the forest and slay monsters, but I'm more useful to my congregation here, attending to more mundane affairs like hospitals, shelters, and charity fairs. Do many people in Rostov venerate Erastil? They revere many gods in Rostov. They pray to Arbadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the stag god has the largest congregation here. And no wonder, people here have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. You're dressed surprisingly simply for such a festive occasion. Corners the priest's mouth to up in a faint smile, and the nobles dress in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. A priest wears a simple robe to stand out from the nobles. It was an honor to meet you. Bringing law into the Solians is a difficult endeavor. I would be grateful for any help you could spare. Let's make a diplomacy check. Failed. Our most pious aspirations are often hindered, but it is not the case that overcoming such obstacles allows us to become closer to our God. I give you my blessing. I believe you will be able to overcome these hardships and achieve your goals.
was an honor to meet you. Goodbye.
Rest will keep you.
Gord.
What torture, the guests eat and drink and we can't even move.
Well, that's how it goes.
What torture. All of our society is here, even Atala Sertova. There could be an assassination, a provocation, anything.
It's nice to see being a future noble family. Oh, is it? Natala Sertova is sister of King Noleski and one of the most influential politicians in Brevoy. House Sertova, the current ruling family of Brevoy, is also the oldest Brevic noble family and most influential. Alright. Is discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing it, she breaks in a sugary sweet smile. You are not only tough, but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it while you can. What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a peaceful process. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the Civil War breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Rostov to honor you. Well, I wouldn't count even that, really. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rulers of Brevoy, the noble houses. The Aldori won't dare to rebel, knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Brevoy avoid a civil war while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jumanji has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy Castle. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Murphy, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Brevoy's politics than any brawler could be. The old woman standing next to Natala gives you a slight bow. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relationships with Brevoy. I'll consider your proposal. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions. It's being a family. I see, good old Dressov hasn't changed a bit. Even the smell in the streets is the same. Christian, these people are not just celebrating. It seems your new feat has given them new hope. Their wine is all right, nice and strong. The appetizers, barely a mouthful. Running around to talk to more people. And there is Jaithal over there. Truth be told, I'm not really comfortable here. I lost my taste for high society. Oh, young heroes. They call us a feast. I'd show them some real festivities if they'd let me. Meager Varn. This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he is wearing doesn't fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is drawn to an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of gray running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Maga Vern, the new ruler of Dunswood, your neighbor to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a baron. Great job with the stag lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team.
How did you earn the title of Baron?
Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jumanji Aldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Varnling Host. Have you heard of us? No? No matter. We've done work for Jumanji before. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a barony and land town. It was a dream job.
How do you feel being a noble?
Looking at his rich clothes, Varn smirks. Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. He nods toward an arrogant man in the other corner of the room. See that lad? Baron Drelev. He's not like us. Who knows what generation of baron he is? Didn't even shake my hand. You and me, we're like dirt beneath his boots. That's why those like us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise he'd take my land and yours in the blink of an eye.
It was nice meeting you. Farewell. Goodbye. Once you've settled in, come pay us a visit. Sure. Casting Garrus. El Tartusio, hick, el scum, and how did we, well, maybe I want you me. Lindsay, pour up to the brim, and I must be drunk. I forgot the line. Alright, we have spoken with everyone here. Joseph Solemnius. The older man with full-side brims looks at you with interest through golden eyeglasses. Well, now, if it isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Jamandi. You pulled this all off quite cleverly. I confess I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pitaxian wine against you, but I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Aldori have always been adept at finding new talent. I don't believe we've been introduced. So it would seem I'm Joseph Solomyus, Lord Mayor of Rostov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands. As your northern neighbor, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful friendship. So you rule Rostov, and what about the Aldori? Brevoy's politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many. Here, in this part of Rostland, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. It is especially important now after certain events that I probably don't need to name. The Aldori sword lords used to rule Rostland. They're still the largest landowners and the main military force in the region, but it's not for nothing that Rostov is called a free city. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considering not by their lineage, but by their own merits. What kind of events are you talking about? Miss LMS gives you a patronizing smile. Why, an aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house Rogarvia. Can you imagine it? Old man Coral conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. But once that exact thing happened, it turned out nobody was ready for it. Poof, all over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared without trace. Nobody knows what happens. It is a mystery, but a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. How are things in Rostov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers, the population grows, and citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the experience of House Rogarvia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing, and people are talking about the most shocking things, but this sort of rumor is not worthy of your attention. It's nice meeting you. Goodbye. Please wait a moment. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organize and supply everything you need for the construction and spread out the costs on extremely favorable terms. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, you'd ask a small favor. Until you repay the debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Rostov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? I mean, I don't... Having the Rostov Builders Guild build stuff makes me worry because then Rostov has control over over how the buildings are built, and that's a little much. 500 cartload. This is too good of an offer. It's going to be. If I hadn't just heard all the rumors about Rostov seeking and the Aldori seeking to rebel, and I would be fine with this. Thank you for the offer, but I can't accept it. It's your choice, of course. I'll just figured I'd mention it. I'll probably accept your offer in the end. I'll need resource extraction after all. It's nice meeting you. Goodbye. The feeling is mutual, I assure you. I look forward to hearing more of your dazzling successes soon. It is a short day for Rostov and me, for all of Brevoy. Oh, my speakers have been... This is why I haven't heard things.
Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
The sound is coming through my speakers, not my headset. I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to official proceedings? Before we begin, I'd like to talk about the envoy I'll be taking with me.
My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
Young Lander will come with me. Chandra Murphy will be my envoy. Yes, that's my decision. This is like... Ooh, choosing Lander is the chaos option. Let's be chaotic.
Oh, the heir of House Lebeda. Naive enough to think no one would recognize him here. I wouldn't trust him. Who knows what he has in mind?
House Lebeda is based to the southwest of Lake Great Column Brevoy, controlling the plains significant ports lake shipping. They're considered to be a brevet noble family of epitomized Rosslyn, having significant Taldan blood and appreciation for fighting things and a loyal love of sword fighting. The family motto is success through grace.
From what I understand, you've decided to take Lander Lebeda with you.
Chandra Murphy will be my envoy.
The emissary of House Sertova? Well, perhaps it's for the best. As they say, keep your friends close, and your enemies closer.
House Sertova, the current ruling family of Brevoy, is also the oldest, most influential. They were once known as pirates and raiders. The family still has main connection to the pirates in Bergen's region, many of whom are distant relations to Sertova. Their family motto is, "Ours is the right."
If I'm not mistaken, you've chosen Chandra Murphy, Natala Sertova's servant. A fine choice. You can trust him as you would myself. My apprentice, Oh, the heir of House Lebeda. Naive enough to think no one... Excellent. Stand here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Lander. Let's go chaos.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Baroness Maia Vavaron the First. The Shrike Hills.
Victory! The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
Who's this human with the beard? 'Cause that's not me. Greetings, Baroness. Welcome, Your Grace. Keston salutes you. You can see he's a bit anxious, and it seems he'd rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I am not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. May I welcome you on behalf of your new capital citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived. New ones approaching as we speak. While you were visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and show you around the most important sites. The main question is, where can I get a drink or 3 times toast and every? Where are my companions? Any citizens I should know about? What's the mood of the people here? I must admit, I've never seen anything like that my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people since the moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. Are there any citizens I should know about? Our old acquaintance Jod is right here. Erastil's clerics normally don't like cities much. He's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Brevois is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit. A blind elf. Doesn't only knows how he managed to get here. He seems a peaceful, even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd, so I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him now. That's about it, I guess. Where are my companions? They're all somewhere around here, but I never kept an eye on who went where exactly. Well, I assume Tristan is with John, and you can always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise and turmoil. Hey, look around the city. Lead the way. Follow me, Your Grace. Child. Greetings, Your Grace. We are, well, your new subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbors' heads, though. Ouch. Oh, you rascally family, you. It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. Okay, is that child or gnome or halfling? They waved at me instead of bowing, so I'm guessing child. Do you recognize this place, Your Grace? This is where the Saglord's fortress wall used to be. Not that saved him in the end, huh? Hun? Hun? I don't know how to pronounce that. Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit den into the heart of the town. The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Well, it looks like you have a couple vendors. There's someone with a bunch of swords and stuff here. Greetings, Your Grace. If you turn to the right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. Well, every town needs a tavern, I suppose. The tavern's ales less make Hayden Callion himself, I swear, and the lady who owns it is a gem. If I were a Baroness, as tall as a troll, has hair of pure gold, and can breathe fire. None of that is true. Well, that's all nonsense. We'll accept the thought about breathing fire. Old barons can breathe fire, trust me. Welcome, Your Grace. Glad to serve you. Your Grace, those are our gods. They keep order in the city or gossip busy their mouths. Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see its full extent from this perch. It's fun. I had noticed this when I was over here when it was the Stagler. Now there's some little farms built up. That's nice. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head to now. I'm definitely gonna be done for the night before too long. Welcome to your barony. You're about to make the unyielding stolen lands a prosperous kingdom. There's a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance, found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, and take advantage of good opportunities. A prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with support and donations from their subjects, promising alliances with other states, wealth for their treasury, and many more things. Good luck in your ruling, Baroness. So now we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room, where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Having finished his speech, Keston tucks his thumbs under his belt and stands quietly. Hello, dear friend. Lander Lebeda, the young noble from Brevoy who you've chosen as an emissary, greets you with a distracted nod. He's unconnected to any faction. You chose Lander Lebeda, a young nobleman who is unconnected to any faction. That was Brevoy's envoy in your barony. That's what I'm going with. I'm glad to see you in good health. I don't see how you remain so steady in these circumstances. He makes a wide gesture with his hand, obviously meaning something larger than your throne room. But in truth, I shouldn't worry. A little effort, and this barony will become a rich and prosperous land, right? Speaking of, this is a weird, big ol' court throne room. Barony effects: community +6, loyalty +6, military +3, economy +3, divine +3, arcane +3, stability +3. It sounds like I chose the neutral faction one, actually. New event: trade agreement with Sertova as Vanki's offer: pillage the Temple of the Elk, rebuild the Temple of the Elk, research into the nature of curses, Devignell. You may change the difficulty level of your barony at any time or set to automatic. Set to automatic, you don't have to deal with most government decisions that be taken care of automatically, and your barony will never fail. However, this will also prevent you from unlocking any governments-related achievements. Well, I don't like failing, but I want to experience it. Because also that sounds like a really fun part of the game. Since ruling seems to be a new thing for you, I'll put the matter simply. There are two kinds of issues that the Baroness must address: boring ones and amusing ones. You have servants and advisors handle all the boring problems, and you can give them orders from whenever it pleases you. But sometimes an urgent matter will arise: a dragon attack, or the visit of some noble dignitary like myself. Events like these demand the Baroness's personal presence in the capital. We'll mark these events on the map, too. New event: trade agreement with Sertova as Vanki's offer: pillage the Temple of the Elk, rebuild the Temple of the Elk, research in the nature of curses, Davik. According to the ancient tradition of Brevoy and most of the river kingdoms, rulers in these parts find it convenient to receive visitors and chop off heads at the beginning of each month. I know well that traditions can be tedious, but nevertheless I advise you to visit the capital on important days. So here's the main thing: you should start choosing people to fill the key positions right away. Your clerics, John and Tristan, were the first to beg for an audience. I'll leave you to your thoughts for now. I'm sure you'll make wise decisions. Of that, I have no doubt. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baroness. I am confident that you will be able to bring order to these troubled lands. John stumbled slightly. Though, to be honest, this isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Tristan and I have been talking a great deal about what happened in the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. I'm disgusted with whoever could do this. John exhales loudly, catching his breath. And now there's a new woe. Tristan and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There's a place near the capital rumored by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrescence as at the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it? There is a bold hill up not far from here, to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe that rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air on the hilltop is heavy to a point of stifling. This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristan and I felt something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by Rastal. I'll go there as soon as I am able. I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present. Here's Tristan. We've been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with a dense atmosphere on ease. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will grow in strength, and predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when you should visit the bald hilltop and resolve this issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. I beg your pardon, Your Grace, for intervening with you, getting the grass for your barony. I'm sure we have even more pressing matters at hand right now. Time passed a day.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
Here's Timbuktu region. Sets increase your government successful and decrease events don't end well or other negative factors placed in your way. Don't let barony stats drop 0 or lower. It'll cause your stats to rise and your state will begin to crumble. Your stat has certain milestones or ranks within them. Every 20 points in stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks a corresponding advisor position that stat for development. So possibly have an advisor in elements. Governing barony will require Name of barony can't be changed later in the game. I called it the Shrike Hills, but it's already called the Shrike Hills. Click your cap and install the map. What is a name for the barony? How about the Vaveranaroni? That's the name of the barony. No, it's not. It's very silly, though. Everyone's talking about the Elk Temple of the Elk. Maybe something to do with elks. The only thing I can think of is Elk's Rest. Alright. So there's the outskirts. This is the South Rosslyn Road, Shrike River, Dunsford, Varnhold, Silverstep, Tours of Levenis, Kame Lands, Shrike, North Gnarl Marches, Dire Gnarl Marches, South Gnarl Marches, and Pitax. Oh, and Glenabon. We have this whole big ol' region. Advisor. Ooh. Interesting. Region ensures subjects' complaints and concerns are heard by the ruler and is the link between the Baroness and the people. Choose an advisor act according to their position in government, their beliefs, and their alignment. Davia tries to solve problems peacefully. Valerie strives to follow the letter of the law. Lepidum makes decisions that favor both his own interest and those of the barony. Counselor deals with the troubles of the common folk and helps settle land disputes and agricultural matters. This advisor ensures citizens remain loyal to the throne. Patrician cares for the people over all other concerns. Well, that's fine. General is the highest ranking officer of the army in Barony. Merryfair's direct approach. Rengar is hot-headed and direct. Let's place Rengar there. Treasure, no candidates available. Oof. High Priest. John does his best to solve problems without disturbing local traditions. Harm fears unusual but effective solutions. I'll go with John. And Regent. I like the idea of Octavia to solve things peacefully, but also Lander. It's a little... Lander as a region, that could be dangerous. Let's go with Octavia for now. And we'd have no one who can be treasure. We have several people who can be things that aren't available yet. Claim outskirts. Declare the outskirts as part of your kingdom. Choose advisor handles it. Others will act according to their position, government beliefs, and alignment. Choose wisely. Let's go with Octavia. Tristan. Yeah. Community +4 or loyalty +7. Let's do Octavia. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to skip 15 days. Ultimately increase. Success! It now includes the outskirts. Okay, we can... We are now the largest barony here. 1,000 voices. Toskdale is the name of the village. Curses, research into the economy, advisors, still no one there. Shoot. That requires a lot of BP. I have no advisors available. It's monkey. Please Rostov, interested in the stag god's faith crusade is a Verastal that has an expense. He accepts his offer to gain a useful ally and a place for Verastal. Yeah. I feel like... Yeah, without disrupting local traditions. Yeah, let's... Restore the temple, the Elk, to its former glory, making it the center of Verastal's worship in all the surrounding areas. Unlock special region upgrade. Yeah. So you're currently on that. Church into the nature. Curses doubt now. Now the undead engineer's curse has been lifted. It might be for it to study it and be more prepared next time. Yeah. Projects, events. Harm has a request. Harm seems to be worried and wants to discuss something. Mysterious weed. Giant weed is taking over more and more farmlands. Almost persuade the peasants to start fighting this pest. Crisis points. Should be attended before one of there's 20 days to solve success chance 65 90. Counselor waits. Advisor wants to discuss urgent matter concerns the Barony's future. Just noticed that greetings, Baroness. I'm sorry to take you away from your other affairs, but your people need you. When the Stolen Lands are freed from the Stag Lord, the people sigh in relief, but many are still confused by their swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new Baroness, nor what to expect. Will you be a fair ruler for all, or only for those of wealth and status? Let's reassure your people. Show them where your favorites truly rest. Perhaps a small celebration would help to win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount on a luxurious dinner for the wealthiest of your barony, but I recommend organizing a fair for the common people, the ones upon whose shoulders your power truly rests. Make it your own, my own character painter. We shall have a fair for the common people. Let them know that I hold them closest to my heart. A common celebration where everyone will be welcome, including the poor and downtrodden. This is the greatest gift a ruler can give her people. Haram looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers as we include circumstances. Then speaks last. I heard, not as important, but, well... He clears his throat again. I heard that an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of the Five Kings Mountains runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one, but the road itself is still here, and possibly not only the road. Hiram holds his beard in his fist. Well, Maia of Averon, I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins there, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Of course, Hiram. If I find any dwarven ruins, I'll take you to them. Thank you, Maia of Averon. Thank you. Sure. Your Grace, I was at Woolag's trading post recently. I noticed old Boken just standing there, bored to death, nothing to do. This is most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his skills, since the locals need nothing more than the simplest of healing potions. And it struck me, why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions and tinctures would certainly prove most useful to you. And if so, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or some other merchant. Sure. Click on the table standing before the throne. Start the rank up project. Request success. Okay, alright, take rank up. So advisor. The only advisor possible is if I do skip day, right? I'm not gonna pillage the temple. To extolling the loyalty of citizens in the barony. Where did I purchase BP? Oh. That's... Oh, no, I see, that's... New merchants arrive in the capital. Sure, waiting for new customers. Right. Let's do that. Alright, the first shrine in your capital is built free of charge. Nice. Merchants in the capital. Okay. Let's just exit out here, I guess. Yeah, wasn't there like an elf? Lindsay, just so I just got something. Lindsay quickly scribbles something in a notebook, then raises her eyes and smells you. Hi. Tell me about the French. What's the ring you always wear on your finger? Ah, this. Lindsay holds her arm for you to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical and beautiful. Powers of Shaolin, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. So please don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here, promise. Tell me about your friendship with Tessie the Quill. What's there to say? The books woke my urge to travel. It was only thanks to Tessie I managed to really get out of my village. At first, Tessie tried in vain to get rid of me, but later, when I told her I was staying behind in Pitax, she even shed a tear. I wonder where she is now. Wish she could visit us and see how beautifully we fix things up here. We used to avoid the stolen lands, but now she could come and set up her stand, and the customers would come floating through. I have to go. Just don't leave without me. Aye. So wasn't there, like, storyteller? Is this the... The man standing before you resembles an elf, a very old one. His face is wrinkled and his beard is white as mountain snow. The man seems to be completely blind. The old man stares past you with an unseeing eyes. He seems to be consumed in his thoughts. He mutters a soft melody, swaying back and forth slightly to its rhythm. The man shudders briefly and stops singing. His mouth opens and closes a few times, bringing to mind a fish brought ashore. Ah, who is there? Is that you, your grace? Who are you? I am an elf from Keonan. My name is not important. I am the storyteller, collector of stories. I collect unknown legends of ancient times. The man smiles, but doesn't seem to be directed toward you. Long ago I was a smith in Keonan. The fire of the forge has burned out my eyes, but I am grateful for it. If I could see, I would yet forge suits of armor for Yadara's gods. Instead, I've stepped on the path of an adventurer and gatherer of ancient legends. The old man ponders silently for a moment. Many peoples are long dead, their homes crumbled to dust, and their bodies turned to ash. Only legends can still tell us of their triumphs and defeats, their joys and fears. I'd be so interested to hear the stories told about us after our demise. I've always been drawn to the stolen lands, where countless expeditions, armies, and even kingdoms have met their untimely ends. When I learned of new barony being found in the heart of these lands, I wanted to be part of the story, so I made the journey here. Are you really an elf? Do other elves age like you have? A common question. Despite my unusual looks, I am an elf, and an old one, yes, perhaps older than any other elf in Keonan. However, I doubt my age alone was responsible for my appearance. I keep the stories of many people and races, some forever gone from the face of Galarian, but they live on in my memory and my heart. When I accept a new story, I lock it in within myself, bearing the weight of its words and the emotions they invoke. I sometimes think that I probably should have died long ago, but some incomprehensible force is keeping me alive and granting me the ability to continue my quest to gather stories. Be it divine power or fell curse, I am grateful either way. How can you tell it was me? The old man smiles slightly. It's not hard to recognize a ruler by the way she walks. No one in here steps as confidently as you, your grace. Alright, would you care to trade stories with me? I need a wise advisor in my court. Would you like to serve me in matters of state? The storyteller's voice goes off. Thank you for your words. I am unlikely to be able to interpret the intricacies of the political world or the affairs of the treasury, but my advice regarding the magic of the arts would be useful to any ruler. Alright, would you like to trade stories with me? Man's voice rustles like autumn leaves. I am a collector, not a trader. If I share a story with you, you receive the power to pass it further, changing or embellishing it, whether willingly or not. Can I be certain you'll keep my stories intact in their absolute purity? The storyteller ponders for several moments. No, I do not think so. At least not yet. These legends are the most precious valuables of this world, the last remnants of ancient tribes. They have beacons illuminating the way to the past, allowing us to meet generations long gone. I cannot let their light fade. The path to the past must not be lost. Oh man, thanks for a moment, then continues. But I can offer you a deal, your grace. If on your journeys you discover items that come from eras past, bring them to me, and if my eyes can see the stories that these relics hold, I will gladly share them with you. And if you find all the pieces of any ancient artifacts, I can even recall my smithing skills to unite them and restore their power. Leave you to your legends till we meet again. Storyteller doesn't answer. His unseen eyes glance head blankly. Where is the chest full of all my stuff. It looks like it's here. One, two, three, four, five. Let's learn all about ancient things. Ancient artifacts. Ancient things. Antiquities. I found the shards of an ancient artifact. Can you restore it for me at the anvil? May I? The storyteller gently touches the items from your pack. This scorched piece of metal is part of a curious artifact known as the Necklace of Double Crosses. Inside it, I sense a story of many deeds, not heroic, but low and maleficent. If you find all 7 of its fragments, I will be able to restore the artifact and recount this inglorious story. Remember me, should you find anything noteworthy. I brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? How interesting. May I, your grace? Storyteller's fingers caress the symbol shaped like a tree leaf. And what is this? I hear the voices of trees, smell the scent of fresh leaves. A dryad mark, is it not? I would be happy to purchase it from you. Wow, these are so expensive. The storyteller idly toys the ancient plain-looking coin. What was the name of the Kaloran ruler who issued this coin? Does anyone remember now? What did the Cyclopses use it to purchase? Food, books, weapons, perhaps someone's life or their freedom? Who can say? Its history was erased by the Earthfall, but I will buy it from you for significantly more than it was worth in its own time. The storyteller weighs the soldier's hand in his palm. The soldier does not ask where the banners of war are headed. They go to battle, die, and leave it to others to decide whether the cost was just. This tag belonged to one of the many warriors who helped establish the glory of the Taldan Empire. If you would permit me, I would gladly purchase it from you. The belongings of brave heroes who performed their feats here before you. I sense you would be interested to hear their story, but there are too few of them here for me to recount it yet. Please find all 5 of them. I'm sure you won't regret the time you spend in the search. Maybe legends. Find all 5 of what? Oh, Restovic Ranger's Broken Arrow, Restovic Swordlord's Empty Sheath, Restovic Inquisitor's Broken Crossbow. So there's 2 more out there, and I have 4 copies, 4 of the 7 shards of... 4 of the 7 shards of... Oh, sorry, no, I have 5 of the 7 shards of the Necklace of Double Crosses. Wait, I need the diamond. Oh, and Restovic Palin's Crump. Ooh, I have almost all of these. There's 5 for the party. I have the Inquisitor's Broken Crossbow, the Ranger's Broken Arrow, the Swordlord's Empty Sheath, and the Paladin's Crumpled Helmet. Nice. Manage Kingdom Affairs. Troll invasion. Herds of strange trolls soaring the gnarl marches. Your Grace, I fear there's another matter that requires your attention. There have been reports, many of them, from settlements across the gnarl marches. There are trolls in the forest, seemingly hordes of them. Rumors claim they're more than the typical savage beasts. They almost seem to show reason and tactics. They form groups, attack all at once, plunder the villages, and carry away the peasants. Even stranger, kobolds have been spotted among their ranks, when usually they would be attacked on sight. I'm not certain any of this is reliable. Fear builds mountains of molehills. Some of the rumors even say these trolls carried torches and burned down houses, seemingly unafraid of open flames. It's entirely possible the rest of the reports could be exaggerated as well. Common folk will hardly hear any simple exhortation. Someone will need to go to the Knowledge to investigate the matter. I was considering the matter when it hit me. What if you were to take on this investigation yourself, Your Grace? You believe trudging through swamps and chasing yours too far, Baroness's duty? Forgive me, Your Grace. However, if the problem isn't handled now, by next month there may be no one left to save. So if you do decide to go, please remember that trolls can only be killed with fire or acid. Yeah.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible, and dangerous, and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.
Again, who's this dude bro with the beard? Alchemist, level 5. Let's increase knowledge arcana. Use magic device. Perception. Trickery. In a roguelike, Electrog says, in a roguelike gameplay, eating or canning troll corpses is a great way to stop them from regenerating. Eating them, that's one way of doing it, I suppose. Focus bomb, ability focus bomb, skill perception, weapon finesse, point blank shot. Yeah, point blank shot. +1 to range. Cure moderate wounds. Problem is, it only works on me. Lesser restoration. That could be really useful. Lost life, delayed poison, or bark skin aid. Invisibility. Limit per level. New spells, invisibility.
Quiet footsteps.
I made sure to always go into troll levels a little hungry. Sounds good. In 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, there's a really interesting mutant troll that comes about. There's a lot of like mutant trolls when their regeneration gets a little funky, and one of them is when they eat other trolls and they just start regenerating.
Hello, my savior.
Parts.
You asked if we'd meet again.
Like extra limbs and faces.
Here I am.
It's a strange way, like she's never looked at you before.
I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lady, and come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you.
Everyone in this game is so gay for my character. I don't need any reward. Seeing you is the best reward for me.
Then come to my chamber and be my guest. We'll share stories and laughter, imagine the future, and dream. So long, I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter's snow.
Precisely.
Meet the nymph in her verdant chambers. Time to... You can't travel your inventory. It's great.
That's easy.
King's Baroness, all clear. Hussif. Let's see what you have. Corrosive Heavy Flail +1. Master just full plate +1. Yes. Chain shirt +2. And plentiful hunts. +1 bonus on bows and +2 bonus on nature check. Ring protection +2. Ring of the Beast King. Giant gas. So many powerful things. Kineticist simple energy blasts. Wild. Battlefield clarity. Necklace of Eternal Hunter. Resistant Cloak of Shadows. Acid Flask, Alchemist Fire, Potion of Cure Moderate Wounds. I will take all that you have, please. So many scrolls, crowbars, dinosaur bones! Also used to cast certain spells. What spells need dinosaur bones? Alright, let's go visit the nymph, and then we will be done, because we'll be ready to go off to troll adventures. Oh yeah. Who can take full plate? Can you 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 take it harm now that you're part of the Jythal? Ring of protection plus 1, Ring of Plentiful Hunts instead. Let's just throw everything we have into this thing.
quiet footsteps.
Alright. Where's my spell book? Alright. Spells prepared. Alchemist level 1, level 2, cure moderate wounds. Invisibility. And invisibility, and I'm gonna do another cure moderate wounds. Okay, cure light wounds. Let's see, reduce person. Yeah, reduce person, choose right. Bomber's Eye, Shield, Target Bomb, and Mixture. And I have no Alchemist or Meta Magic. Why is there a cage? How strange. Bed. Rest. Just me. Bridge over the Godron River. The Nightmare. Noble Welcome. Roll triple, adjust reward. Legacy. Just right in her verdant chambers, an old tree growing in the ruins in the middle of the woods. Old hilltop, overgrown pool, marine race, waterlogged lowland, weird hunting grounds, 2 Rivers Field. Oh, the verdant chambers are way over there. I guess only one way to go, though. Ford across the Skunk River.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
Tuskdale. That's neat, though. Time to go to the Bald Hilltop.
The way seems...
Oh, Rengar. Let's go with Harim. Amiri. Octavia. Claim the fruits and berries. Sort for resources. Bald Hilltop. I'm gonna level up before I get into combat though. Okay. Let's do Inquisitor. Maybe go into Ranger. Instead, not taking any damage possibly. Nice. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Wild Inquisitors have everything. Point blank shot. New spell. Inflict moderate wounds. Let's do cure moderate wounds. Level up into Magus 5. Athletics. Persuasion, use magic device. Weapon focus. I've been going with a short sword. This lightning short sword is and bonus Magus feat. Keen strike. One round deals +1 damage to Tria's magic weapons. Nice. +1 for every 5. Ooh, acid arrow. Absolutely. Especially if we're gonna be fighting trolls later. Harim. Oh, cleric. First level, yep. Let's give you religion. Perception, I guess. Perception. Wow, clerics really don't get a lot, do they? I'll focus. Abjuration is protection, healing magic, right? Oh, no, that's... makes it harder to... Yeah, that's not anything. Heavy armor focus. There we go. That's better. Got all the new spells. Clerics really don't get a lot. Let's increase wisdom by +1. Wow, clerics get like so little. Feel bad for them. Spell focus, focus, combat casting. Here we go. +4 bonus and concentration checks me to cast spell, use spell ability. Also, you should check our spell books. You don't need to do this. No silly sprinting. Okay. Alright, cantrip. Guidance, light, resistance, virtue. Guidance is so good. Main slot is True Strike or Protection from Law. Wait, Protection from Law? You're a chaotic cleric? Yeah, True Strike's fine. Cure light wounds. Inflict light wounds. Let's use Summon Monster. What? Unbreakable Heart. Haze of Dream. +4 my morale bonus and saving throws against my affecting effects rely on negative emotions. How strange. Stunning Barrier. +1 AC, +1 save. Any creature that strikes you is stunned for a round. Shield of Faith. +2 affliction bonus, armor class, an additional +1 for 6 levels you have. Alright, level 2. Let's do a Bone Shaker. Which is Necromancy. Cure moderate wounds. Lesser Restoration seems important. Hold Person. Mind Traps. And small mental summon monster 2. Let's actually do summon monster 3. Sarah Blessing, Luck and Resolve. It's about fear results and stuff. Arrow of Law. Camille, Look Martin, Sand Chap, Grace. Remove paralysis, restoration. Hold person. Hold person is pretty important. Why is Cure Moderate Wounds a conjuration spell? That's odd. Dispel magic. Yes, please. Inflict serious wounds. Cure serious wounds. Animate dead so monster 3. Energy move curse. Investment. Union, delay, poison, communal, prayer. Results spell level 3. You have no mana magic feats. Magical vestment. You can swing spell level. How strange. Miri. Athletics, mobility, or nature and perception. Flanked adjacent to an ally. While you are flanked adjacent to an ally, you receive a +2 circumstance bonus armor class against opponents flanking you. Some display. See full coordinate maneuvers, coordinate fence. Intimidating prowess. Your strength modifier to persuasion skill when you use intimidate checks. Power attack. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, she's one rogue, one wizard. Let's go to 2 here. Trickery, stealth, mobility, knowledge, arcana. Knowledge. Perception, persuasion, use magical device. Use magic device. Accomplish sneak attacker. Sneak attack damage increases by 1d6. And rogue talent. Let's see. Sneak attack, shaken, fast stealth, full speed using stealth skill. Combat trick gains a bonus combat feat. So your action once damaged by the sneak attack can't make attacks opportunity for a round. That's good. Let's go level 3 rogue. 1 into intelligence. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a magic device. Right, finesse training. I don't know what weapons I have. I think I had a very powerful dueling sword before. I realized I kind of messed it up here slightly. Okay, magic device, persuasion, and knowledge arcana. No, trickery. Yeah. Here's spell focus. Precise shot. You can shoot or throw a range weapon sometimes engage me without taking standard mice for. Yeah, precise shot. Ooh, new spells. Magic missile. Oh, I have magic missile. Okay, sling barrier shield. Grease and let's see. Hurricane bow. Oh dang. Stone fist. Gracelessness. Alright. I kinda messed up by not giving everyone stuff
I'm not afraid.
beforehand. So yeah, let's memorize magic missile. Choice color spray. For its transmutation, she is a wizard of quite a lot of cantrips. Snowball. Color spray. Honestly, mage armor is pretty good. What even is she equipped with? Short spear +1. Short bow. 2/6, 2/7 damage. Okay. Dry fall. Let's shoot at this giant spider here. Alright, let's bomb this giant spider. Too many spiders. I don't like spiders.
Repent!
Consider me provoked.
Okay, arcane weapon enhancement.
I'll cut you!
More spiders just appear. How rude.
Wretched things. Your death awaits.
Your life ebbs low.
Is Acid Splash just a cantrip? How do I friggin' change? Do
This
not.
is for you. I'll fight if I have
don't-
to.
I want to make a melee attack. How do I? There we
You
go.
can't stop me.
The sneak attack. Because that's what it's doing.
They go down!
Greater giant spider. Silky. Interesting.
I saw them.
Die for me!
Doom spider. Oh.
Despicable. despicable. Down.
Targeted admixture.
What a waste.
Consider me provoked.
Bleed for me.
Advance. Down.
Person again. Alright, explosive bomb. I had the target admixture. Or does that only count my normal bombs? Not my explosive bomb. Because that'd be odd. It's not good that our
This is for you!
cleric is taking such damage.
Fear me. I'll cut you.
Unworthy. Down.
I'll loot your corpse.
Become as dust.
I'll fight if I have to.
Wretched things.
Alright.
Down.
You can't stop me.
I'm listening.
Turquoise dagger ring of protection +1. Wyvern silk skin cloak. +2 natural armor enhancing plus for resistance bonus and saving throws against poison and paralysis. Wow. There you go, Harm. Be AC 24 cleric. Because that's what the D20 system loves to do. Deprive an ancient pillar cover the eroded letters of an unknown language. So I don't have comprehend languages or something. Also, I thought there was no
Careful now.
life on the hilltop. Seems to be plenty of, like, sparse grass. Also, is this really the hilltop if there's this whole big
Quiet footsteps.
thing here? Seems like we're actually... I don't know. This ended up being longer than I intended. Ancient curse. Menacing spires flood the barony. The plague is overtaking the entire barony, so I had to fight the same way altogether. Now, where is my broom? It's gonna take 3 hours. Now we can start equipping people with fanciful items. Gold bracer arm +1. Staglord's broken charm. Oh, I should get that appraised. Wonder shield. Various ones. And scrolls. Diamond. I should probably stick this here. Okay, so this Staglord's charm is nothing. Nothing for here anyway. Okay, inventory time. This won't help because I have a deflection bonus already. Yeah, the bracers of armor only work on people who don't wear armor. So it'd be like Tradition's getting for brace arm +1. So armor class 17 with armor class 14 without. Yeah, these are not helping any. Let's see. You don't have a deflection bonus yet, do you? Armor class 25. Banded male. Can anyone wield it who isn't carrying something better? Nope. Alright. Let's see. Dueling sword +1. Oh no! I gave her a dueling sword thing, but she can't even equip it. I am a fool. Stock +1. Come. Weirdly can take a great club. Great sword +1, still less than the ginormous sword. Let's see. Flail and heavy shield. Heavy mace. Let's see. Light ace. Heavy pick +1. No. Great club +2. There we go. Our burning torch. Dagger. Great sword. Show light pick. And destroying damage stuff from the short sword. Shock short sword is very good. Let's see. A Wand of Bane. Okay, I think we can sell most of this stuff. Thing completed. Let's see your goods. Old iron. Tongi. Adamantine full plate +1. Wowza, that's expensive as heck. Maybe not this. True Strike Shield. Magic Missile. Actually, I want the Magic Missile and the True Strike one. Vanish. Is invisible. Short time. Turquoise. Mithril full plate +1. Cloak of Shadows. Scorching Ray, Wand of Fireball. Heck yeah. Crowbar. And rope. Alright, let's see. Alchemist Fire, Acid Flask. Let's just take one of each. Potion of Cure Light Wounds. Where's that? Wand of... Scorching Wand of Fireball. Wand of... Shield. Wand of Vanish. And Cloak Resistance +1. Some resistance on all saving throws, but... Let's give it to you. You can take the Magic Missile on. Find traps, cure moderate wounds. Actually, I want this. I want the wand of cure moderate wounds very much, actually. You can have a wand of Scorching Ray. Fireball, Vanish. Acid Flask. This one. Alright. Casual invasion. Eight-legged plague. Choose an advisor. Let's choose Jod Capkin. Restoring Bald Hilltop proved true. Yeah, choose a crisis point. The Baroness is flooded with monster spiders attacking the locals and slaughtering the cattle. Reports indicate that the huge arachnids spread a ghastly disease that weakens victims' fever and coats their body with blisters. Fusion has to be stopped. The bear current for a disaster. Managed to preserve, enjoys peace once again. 0. Master managed to persuade the peasants thoroughly weed their fields. The crops were saved. These projects. Search into the nature of curses. Build the Temple of Elk. God Kevkin. Start project. Choose the advisor. Tristan. Start project. There's one ancient curse broken bits with daring Baroness or loyal friends. Alright. Hands of gold. Self-taught. I don't know, self-taught master carving items stream free. Call his print. You said she wear something done to entice her to stay. Christian. Visitor waits in the castle. Who's this? Stefano Mosconi, the man before he reeks of vanity. His black hair is curled, styled, and generously waxed. From the hair atop his head to the points of his mustache. His cheeks and forehead are powdered white, giving a pallid look. His hand rests casually on the golden hilt of his rapier. As he approaches, a mean, sly smile appears in his face, clearly practiced preparing hands. As the ruler of this barony, I'm flattered by... the ruler of this barony, I'm flattered by your attention. Sir Stefano Mosconi of Pitax at your service. The man performs a derisive bow. What brings a Pitaxian noble to my barony? This is traveling back home to glorious Pitax after paying a visit to Restov, all in service of King Castruccio Rovetti. I thought I might take a day to visit the capital of Pitax's bold new neighbor. Sir Stefano sniffs, then grins. I must say, I really should have spared myself trouble. It's hardly worth seeing. What is your tone? Were you lest they send you back to Pitax sooner than you'd planned? And now we resort to insults. Hardly surprising. Sir Stefano lets out a long sigh, tapping his rapier. Well, you aren't worth the glove it would take to challenge you. Besides, you'd probably just run off and hawk it. It's easily worth twice what you've got in this throne room. Sir Stefano stares at you and snorts. You know, the initial goal of my visit was to take measure of your so-called barony and see if you had anything of value to offer to Pitax. And do you know what I found? Nothing. You have absolutely nothing to offer. Sir Stefano continues on without giving you a chance to run. Military weak, culture weak, economy weak. You'd best pray to all the gods that my King Rovetti doesn't declare war on you. On the other hand, maybe you should pray that he conquers you. This mess of barony could use the rule of a proper king. Sir Stefano, please be frank with me. Have you ever had the pleasure of being acquainted with the hooves of a jackass? Other than your own feet, I mean. Sir Stefano opens his mouth and immediately closes it. Now allow me to personally tax your cortege so as to help improve my economy, and as taxes are especially high this year, I do hope you'll be able to pay. The punishment for failure to pay is imprisonment. My king will not suffer. Ah, yes, King Iravetti, worry not. I'll send him a melancholic missive relaying news of your tragic fate. What? Sir Stefan pauses mid-rant. My tragic fate? Yes, the tragic fate you met after attempting to escape your chains. Now, if there's nothing more, I'd suggest you go replaster your face with whatever makeup you've been using. Your cheeks are so bright, the red glow must be visible from Absalom. I'll take my leave now. Harsh. Grace, you are victorious. We evolved the Spire invasion to defeat the strange dryad who led them. As a sign of gratitude, your servants have a special reward for you. I wonder, was this flood's fires truly caused by that curse? I mean, the curse must be ancient and very ominous. The stars are definitely scary as well, but they weren't ancient and ominous. I agree with Lindsay, this does seem strange. It seems more like the plot of an insane dryad than a true curse. Then how can you explain the dismal atmosphere on the bald hilltop? The pressure of both of us felt there, Jade. Maybe the curse drove the poor dryad insane, causing her to lead this spider invasion into the barony. Tristan shakes his head incredulously. In any case, I have alarming news. As soon as the spire invasion is gone, I visit the bald hilltop again. It's grown quiet once more, just as gloomy as before. I don't think the curse is broken, just laying low, like a monster that rests before it feeds again. I want to deal with this problem once and for all. What do you recommend? Yes, let's level Bald Hilltop to the ground and put an end to the curse. I doubt we will be able to defeat in such a straightforward fashion. The heart of the curse is undoubtedly centered on the Bald Hilltop, but the spiders appeared all throughout the barony. I don't think we're going to do any damage to the curse by destroying the hilltop. I would expect exactly the opposite. We'd only provoke it if attacking again immediately on the hills last. The best we can do is make sure we're prepared for the next attack. Don't be such a pessimist, Tristan. We might truly be able to overcome the curse, but only by studying it thoroughly. Your Grace, I will gather all the information available in this situation and get to work. Research into the nature of curses, Bald Hilltop. Well, let's prepare for the next attack. Very wise. Only knew more about the curse might figure out some way to fight it. I understand. I spoke to the locals. They never had any spire invasions before, and nothing ever happened in Bald Hilltop before either. Now both spires and the curse, right when the new barony appeared in the Soulmates. All this seems highly coincidental. Talk to the priests and get ready for anything. Superman, troll sightings. Troll sightings with Rengar. Let's cancel this. And let's go into this Enchanted Wind instead. Versus project events. Alright. Time to go off on my own.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
I'm going to... Oh no. I couldn't evade it.
should have known better.
Shh, stinking, dribbling carrion eaters. What young Dwemer cat? Ferocious troll hound. Oh no. Oh no. I only hope that my armor class of 16 is enough to help me.
They'll never see me coming.
How do I get out of here? Why can't I, like, run away from the fight? Poor drummer cat. Not sure what a drummer cat is, but... Oh, that didn't help at all.
Stab their backs. Cover me. Your death awaits. I'll loot your corpse.
This poor troll hound.
Stab their backs.
It's just lying on the ground. We're just beating it to death. Even as its hit points at like negative 30 or something right now.
Cover me.
What the frick?
Your death awaits.
Oh, it needs acid or fire to kill it. Okay.
Instincts dull when I'm tired.
Well, half-elf, today you've helped the drummer cat. The drummer cat does not forget those who help her. We shall meet again, perhaps. Who knows? Oh. Neat. Young drummer cat.
Precisely.
I'm now overburdened with the troll hound tides. A foraged food equal to 1 ration. Yay. Let's continue making our way towards the verdant chambers.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
Yes, please begin resting. Okay, someone on the road, get ready. Oh no.
They dare threaten me.
Empty your pockets. Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
Bandit, necromancer, bandit, brawler, bandit. Why is that such a huge camp, for one? So, frightened, rain, sleep, fatigue. Oh, jeez. Well, I have no control over my character, so that's fun. This is not a fun experience. This is, in fact, an incredibly frustrating and annoying experience.
I need a moment to recover. This is my chance to run.
Is it your chance to run? Because I can't get out of this. Of course I don't have the fucking heal.
A terrible mistake.
Time to see if... Because this... I believe this game auto-saves.
My instincts, they should have known better.
Well... It's gonna be... interesting challenge here. Get out the stupid cause sphere. Seriously, what the hell? Of course, this is fine and dandy. This brawler, those.
I need a moment to recover.
Alright, cure moderate wounds and run away. Alright. Let's use the explosive on, because it'll catch both of them in the splash. I'm thankful for the concealment bonus from the rain.
Your death awaits.
Jeez, well, I can't use any of that. Anything interesting is scroll protection from evil, light crossbow, studded leather, the bombardier's vest,
The way
which is
seems
way
clear.
better. I'm getting chills. They're finally here. I have like anxious quivers.
They'll never see me coming.
I need to go invisible just in case.
Quiet footsteps.
What a huge temple. So we're about to meet the Dryad here.
Precisely.
Jeez! Door is locked. I thought I was supposed to meet the Dryad. Alright. I have... You'd say come to a tree. Oh, what? Owlbear, Manticore, and a Hydra?
Oh, you did come. And alone, just as I asked. Do you not know, my loyal hound, that the brightest flowers are also the most poisonous?
Guardian of the Bloom, and a red cap. Was there a single word of truth in anything you told me earlier? Or was every single sound a lie? And the dreamy nymph I struggled to help, a mere mask. I can't guess why you just treated me to pack for months. I'm sure you can come to understanding. Surprise, lonely meeting in an isolated place and not being ambushed. At least tell me why you want me dead.
A mask? A lie? No. Like a snake wrapped in its sloughing skin, I show you something that is long gone. But I remember who I was. I remember who I wanted to become. Why am I telling you all this? You are nothing. Just another step on the ladder I must climb. You will perish like so many before you, and I'll forget you by the next dawn. How many times have I seen countries and kingdoms arise from the dust, only to fall into dust once more? Thus will it be with your barony. For what is a barony without its baroness? This is how it must be. The stolen lands will remain no one's, die or run. There is nothing you can change.
Damn this silly thing. Oh! Success? If there's gold, it's mine. What's that glitter? They dare threaten me?
This was extremely disappointing. How'd they find me? Redcaps shouldn't be able to see invisible creatures. Oh no, Manticore. What? Manticores don't have blind sight.
It's mine.
Even a young Hydra is gonna be terrible. can't fight all these things.
What's that glitter?
Oh, there's a fight up. Nice.
They'll never see me coming. This is my chance to run. A terrible mistake.
Electra, gotta sleep, have fun. Okay, take care. I will try to find some way out of this terrible situation. I may end up just being stuck in a no-win scenario. Well, I'm going to return to this at a later point.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
Damn it. I wish you could. There were more like
They should have known better.
non-combat ways of getting around things. Including just like trying to run. Because I can't fight 2 freaking trolls. Well, at least with its reach and size, I'm out of my own bombs. Blast radius. Oh no, oh no. Multiple trolls. Oh, but there's a merchant guard right here as well. Branded troll. What's it branded with? Oh no. It has rage and such.
Something's wrong with the spell here. I need a moment to recover. Your death awaits. This is my chance to run! A terrible mistake.
Sorry, scenario. Oh, new game. No, I don't want a new game. Alright, thank you everyone for joining me for more Pathfinder Kingmaker. This was meant to be a short, calm stream, but then I ended up getting kind of distracting, carried away. Thank you everyone for showing up. No streams this weekend. Take care, stay safe, and as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye. I think I'm still streaming because computer's being slow and sluggish. Don't mind me just waiting for my computer to pull up OBS so I can do the thing and end the stream. Goodbye.